So I've been spending the weekend binge listening to Dave Gerhardt's A-List podcast on Patreon. By the way, it's really great. You should definitely subscribe. And he was talking about why he left Drift and what was the process like. And it reminded me something really, really important that I think a lot of people forget. How you leave a job is as important, if not more important, than how you get started, how you get onboarded. And you don't want to burn any bridges. You want to have good relationships. You want to have great people to recommend you, to be your friends, especially if you're in, a small industry. So I kind of thought back about my process, and I probably left 6 or 7 companies throughout my career. And there are 2 things that I always do that I think really help me create those great relationships, those long-term relationships of people who eventually ended up helping me move forward in my career, even though I left, the company. The first thing I usually do is I give a really fair notice. So I don't wait for the last minute. I make sure that I set the company for success. I give them enough time to hire a replacement or at least to find a temporary solution. And I am very upfront with them. I explain what's happening, why it's happening. And from the minute I give notice till the day I leave, I do 120%. I do not slack off. I just make sure that I still do my job to the best of my ability, even though I know I'm going to be leaving. And the second thing I do is I usually create a very detailed handoff document. So kind of a playbook to my role, to everything that I do, to everything that happened in the time that I was with the company, so that whoever comes in and needs to step into my role, they have a really quick way to get onboarded, even if I'm not there. And I'm talking about like 20 pages of a document, really detailing everything that I do and how I do it, just to make it easier for them. And on some occasions, I actually met the people who took on my role, even after I left, just met them for coffee and kind of had a conversation to help them get onboarded a lot quicker. So just something I wanted to mention, if you are leaving a job right now or anytime soon, just, bear that in mind. You do not want to be the person who left on bad terms. You want to be remembered as someone responsible, who cared about the company, and then you'll have those great relationships and great people to recommend you as you progress in your career.